Throughout this task, I will be taking the role as technical coach for my respective touch football team. This role requires me to train and analyse each player with the focus of improving their fundamental technical skills and movement concepts required in touch football. At the beginning of this task, the class was broken up into two teams consisting of 6 to 7 players, with each team a selection of 4 coaching roles decided between each team. These roles included fitness, tactical, motivational, and technical coach. Within the blue team, myself and Anthony were chosen as technical coach, whilst at the same time partaking as players. Blue team consisted of 6 players, including myself, with each player selecting a coaching role that would suit their individual strengths. Once the team had been formulated, each player was required to undertake a personality test that allowed coaches to implement the training techniques of individuality. This technique allowed the ability to understand how each player was able to perceive the information and receive feedback during games, allowing structure on how to formulate the sessions to their ability and understanding. A range of different personalities were presented, which are known for beneficial team success and camaraderie. To enhance players' performance, each coach had to employ various amounts of training strategies that emphasized specific areas of improvement, including passing efficiency, receiving while in motion, and executing successful roll balls. The key to this task was the incorporation of progressive overload, a crucial element in players' development. This involved progressively increasing the complexity and diversity of skills, allowing players to grasp fundamental technical refinements before gradually enhancing their skill adaptations. Additionally, I collaborated with other coaches on my team to integrate various technical and fitness components into my training routine. The Progressive Overload training plan entailed 6 coaching sessions for the blue team players, during which I provided technical guidance and feedback throughout the other training sessions. In order to demonstrate the players' proficiency in fundamental touch football skills, an intense array of training techniques and methods were employed. Collaboration with the secondary technical coach, Anthony, proved highly effective in assessing each player's skill execution at high-level match pace. The progress involved enhancing and refining specific skills, training, scrutinizing statistics, and analyzing video footage to gain insights into each player's strengths and weaknesses in executing fundamental skill efficiency. The primary objective was to enhance players' ability to exceed in these tasks. To measure progression, a variety of techniques were applied, including feedback surveys, the establishment of SMART goals, and self-evaluation. These methods not only aided in improving players' self-motivation, but also boosted their confidence and overall performance. In my role as technical coach, I'm tasked with the responsibility of collecting and refining data to enhance the fine-tuned touch football specific movement patterns for individual players. This includes aspects like decision-making, movement quality, and range of motion. To achieve this, I leverage principles from the exercise physiology, skill acquisition, and biomechanics, allowing for a comprehensive analysis of each player. I also provided valuable support through verbal feedback and visual cues, aiding in the refinement of their technique and skill execution. As one of the 2 technical coaches, I actively participated as one of the players in the sessions led by the other coaches as well. Movement concepts applicable to the technical aspects of touch football were focused on when preparing and implementing session plans. The movement concepts that are applicable to touch football are decision-making, movement quality, and executing movement. Decision-making is not only vital in the technical aspect of the game, but the overall concept to the game of touch football. Being able to make the correct decisions efficiently within the game of touch allows for greater scoring opportunity. Movement quality is the ability to move more efficiently to perform powerful, agile, and sturdy movements. The ability to sustain high qualities of movement used in touch football can lead to more efficient gameplay. Movement execution is the ability to move around and perform technical skills with precision and pace. Skill and movement performed with precision execution will allow teammates to perform skills quicker, cleaner, opening up scoring opportunities. The preparation and implementation of session plans in touch football primarily are revolved around key movement concepts. These concepts, which have a relevance to touch football, include decision-making, movement quality, and the execution of movements. Decision-making is not only crucial in the technical aspect of the game, but is also a fundamental aspect of touch football as a whole. Efficient decision-making in touch football significantly enhances scoring opportunities. Movement quality pertains to the ability to move efficiently, enabling powerful, agile, and robust movements. The capacity to sustain high-quality movements in touch football can lead to a more efficient gameplay. Movement execution involves the ability to perform technical skills with precision and speed. Executing skills and movement with precision allows teammates to execute skills more quickly and cleanly, ultimately creating more scoring opportunities. At the start of the program, Anthony and I conducted baseline testing to assess each player's inherited ability in executing a touch football pass. This assessment required players to pass from both their left and right sides, enabling us as technical coaches to determine which side each player exhibited a more effective throwing technique. By the program's conclusion, we observed an average improvement of 20% in the right-hand passing and a substantial 40% increase in the left-hand passing for each player. In the final weeks of the program, progressive tools for passing were introduced to enhance the player's decision-making and execution of movements, aligning with the relevant movement concepts. The roll ball was a skill used in almost every offensive passage of play during touch football. It requires the player to place the ball on the ground and stepping over it when touched by a defensive player. The roll ball can occur statically and dynamically, with its implementation used to advance towards the try zone and spread defenders. An example of the roll ball and instructional cues were shared to the group for an additional teaching to demonstrate correct technique. Progression of the ball roll was conducted earlier than passing, employing the applicable movements patterns to the skill. A focus on the movement quality and executions were the supporting movement concepts of the roll ball. Throughout the training session, roll ball drills were conducted with a focus on gradually introducing one-on-one defensive pressure. The ability to execute a roll ball under direct pressure is a skill highly relevant to touch football matches, where a defender initiates the touch. Analysing data from Game 1 of this unit, it was observed that the average time to complete a roll ball was 1.8 seconds. Comparing this with the final games, where the average time decreased to 0.8 seconds, indicating that the roll ball execution improved by 55.5% in terms of speed. This improvement underscored the effectiveness of incorporating direct pressure into the training program, as it enabled players to perform the roll ball with greater efficiency. The final technical skill addressed in the training program was receiving a pass, which proved to be the most stand-forward skill for each player to grasp. Since every player had prior experience in sports like AFL or soccer, they required no additional introduction to the concept of receiving a pass. In touch football, the ability to receive passes and adjust to the game's pace is crucial, as it opens up scoring opportunities and minimizes turnovers. Training incorporated receiving to ensure that each player could efficiently catch the ball and maintain possession during the game. Emphasis was placed on delivering the pass at chest height, aligning with the passing skills requirements. Progress into the technical skill of passing was measured by assessing the pass completion rate during matches. In the initial session of this unit, the lowest pass completion rate was 79%, reflecting each player's initial capacity to receive the football or in motion. By the end of the unit, this rate had increased to 21%, indicating significant progression in each player's ability to handle the football under various conditions, including different heights and speed. Furthermore, there was a notable 33.33% improvement in the number of passes completed during an offensive set of 6 by the end of unit, increasing from an average of 21 to 28 passes per set. This advantage created more scoring opportunities and it enabled the team to distribute the ball more efficiently amongst defenders. However, it is important to note that the ball drops were still occurring regularly when the team faced pressure or were attempting to score quickly, revealing an area where further adaptation was needed. By employing enhancing strategies, I was able to articulate and deliver each technical skill more efficiently, thus contributing to the progress of my teammates. Strategies such as touch drills, structured session plans, and feedback mechanisms provided insights into specific requirements of each player, facilitating targeted improvements in various areas. The utilization of pre-planned session plan proved effective in helping each other and players comprehend the nuance of skills and the practical application. Additionally, a pre-unit schedule was shared with all players at the beginning of the unit, enhancing the team's training efficiency and enabling each individual to make progress at a higher standard. Frequently employed improvement strategy during our training sessions involved visual aids. Prior to each training session, I took measures to ensure that every player comprehended the specific skill we will be empathizing and the applicable movement concepts. To accomplish this, I shared relevant YouTube videos via email and conducted visual demonstrations by myself before players engaged in drills. This strategy proved particularly beneficial for teammates who found visual demonstrations helpful in understanding movement concepts and our drill outlines to a great extent. To illustrate this strategy in action, there is a video of me explaining the drill to my teammates in a visual aspect. In the beginning, we scheduled team meetings and debriefing sessions following matches and training sessions to assess our overall performance and progress. This improvement strategy proved successful in establishing a connection between each coach's capacity to apply their respective skills or aspects in the game. These sessions also proved effective in facilitating idea sharing and boosting team morale, ultimately fostering stronger relationships amongst the players, both on and off the field. An instance of a team debrief after a victory illustrates the team's discussion of missed scoring opportunities and strategies to enhance ball movement for more efficient gap creation in defence, thereby increasing scoring opportunities. By the conclusion of the unit, significant advancements were evident in each player's capacity to execute the fundamental skills of touch football. This was highlighted by a notable 40% enhancement in passing accuracy, illustrated improved movement execution. Additionally, there was a marked 55% reduction in roll ball execution time, indicated heightened movement quality. Furthermore, a 21% surge in pass completion and a substantial 33.3% increase in the number of passes completed within a set of 6 emphasized progress in movement quality and decision making. The improvement in each of these skills was gauged through the drills and tests conducted throughout the duration of the unit. During the unit, teamwork was employed not only as a part of our improvement strategies, but also to boost team morale and foster idea sharing. We also employed numerous avenues for collaboration, including email, group chats, and face-to-face interactions, enabling every team member to receive feedback on their drills and share their training plans before putting them into practice. This collaboration approach facilitated my deeper comprehension of how each player was progressing with the drills I designed and whether they would require additional support. As we wrap up this investigation, it is evident that every player has made significant progress in all technical facets after completing my progressive overload training program. Their enhancements encompass passing efficiency, receiving whilst in motion, executing efficient roll balls, and overall touch football gameplay. The proof of their improvements became apparent through our team's achievements throughout the unit. My experiences as one of the team's technical coaches was much enjoyed, as I had the privilege of witnessing substantial advancement in each player's individual skill and performance in touch football.